Sublivids. I was just sitting here thinking, like, how many times God done delivered me and saved me and kept me safe from quite a few horrible things, right? But specifically, I want to talk about intimacy. Okay, some of you guys have no idea of some of the things that God has protected you from. Yeah, yeah. Like I've witnessed it, like up close and personal. Like, for example, this I think it was the first time, second. I think every time I made them, but I had found out my person was cheating on me, right? So I made both of us go down to our doctors, right? Because we had the same doctor. I made both of us go. We're going to the doctor. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no questions asked. You're going. You're going. So we went and got our test done and all that. Mine came back clear. It was a whistle, right? And theirs came back, and it was clear for everything else except for hepatitis. Now it wasn't C, right? I don't know if it was A or B. I don't know. I don't know. But I know C is like a real bad one, right? But it wasn't that. It was something else. But I was wondering. I was like, well, why didn't? How come I didn't? And it could have been plenty of reasons why, right? It could have been, they had it or whatever. Because for a while, we were not intimate, right? And I was wondering why, like. We grown. We talking about this. I was wondering why. I'm like, why do I have to make appointments to be intimate with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, it was a bug. Get- I'm like, why do I have to make appointments to be intimate with you? Something wrong. Like, something's wrong. Like, where's the desire at? Like, where? How come you don't? You know what I'm saying? Where's your desire? How come you don't desire me? What's going on? All right. And all these things are red flags popping up. Telling me, hey, something's going on. And I knew it was. I knew it was. Felt it in my bones, right? Felt it in my gut. Every time they sat next to me or close to me, it's like when they would leave, I would be cool, right, for a while. But then I would start feeling things, right? I would start sensing things, smelling things, tasting things, right? That were not conducive to my environment, to my energy, right? And this is before I really honed in on tapping into others' energy, right? With clarity, with preciseness, right? 333 on my timer. And I, start putting pieces together and everything. So anyway, went to the doctor, got everything done. They said hepatitis, one of those, B or A. And I looked up how you contract it, right? How do you get it? And the main thing was from sexual fluids. You can contract through sexual fluids, drug use, um, all type of everything that was on the list was negligence, right? It was negligence. It was basically the fact that they had that, right, meant that they were doing grotesque things, unprotected, and with whoever they would come in contact with. Okay, and that kind of like struck my gut like hard. Like it was like I was collecting things, right? Because I was in love with my person. I was 4 for 4 on my timer. I absolutely was. I knew they were my person, whatever, right? So I was stuck on that for a minute, right? And I decided that the thing that's gonna help me to let this person go, help me to release myself from this person is if I collect every red flag, right? If I take these blows from this hurt, every thing they did to hurt me, if I take the blows and let them do what they're meant to do, right? Then that will push me away from them. That will disgust me from them. I was already disgusted, right? But that would kill the desire that I had for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to use all of the horrible things that they did to me and let that be a catalyst to the separation. You get what I'm saying? I had to let that be a catalyst to it's like when something's stuck on a frying pan and you can't get it off, right? Might have to put some oil or something underneath there, something, script, and just to get it off, right? 555 on my timer. I use those things to sever the connection, right? I thought about how many times they did this, how many times I've cried, how many times I was left for dead by myself, how many times, I had nobody there to take care of me when I was sick, right? But I did all of these things for them, right? It totally disgusted me, turned me off, and I was done. That's why I said before, like I grieved the breakup before I broke up with them, right? They didn't know that I was grieving the breakup. They thought that I was going to be there forever, right? No. They thought that I was going to be there forever. So I'm like, okay, watch this. So everything basically disgusted me and just pushed me away. And I made my mind up, like, I'm never going back to that again, ever. I don't care how much I love this person. I don't care any of this, right? I'm not dying because I love somebody so much. No. Okay. But I said all that to say that God has protected you in ways that you have no idea about. Still, even to this day, you don't know about. God has protected you from things you have no idea about. Danger seen and unseen. I'm telling you. So, you are fortunate. You are very fortunate. Like, people would kill to be in your position right now, right? Everybody wants to be chosen, right? But they don't know what comes along with this walk. Nobody will ever understand this walk that we're on with the Lord. Nobody knows what it is like to be a chosen one except for a chosen one. They look at the glam, the glitz, the glory, the which all goes to God, might I add. They look at all of that, the cloud, all of this and that, right? None of what we want, right? None of what we asked for. We didn't ask for any of this. We didn't ask to be prophets. We didn't ask to be apostles, God's mouthpiece, just respectfully, right? I can probably honestly say that most of us, if not all of us chosen ones, we ran from it at first for a little bit because it was scary, because we thought we were going nuts. You know what I'm saying? But like Jonah. Like God sent Jonah to Nineveh and Jonah went the other way, right? We were just like that, right? Running until we gave God a yes. We told God yes, right? Once our eyes were opened up even more and we gained understanding and actually start to realize that who we really are. Like, we are earth angels. We are earth angels. Like, and it correlates with everything that I've been through since I was a child. Like, I've even felt like, like I've had wings on my back. Like, I've always had this, always. It'd be like an itching sensation. Say where like wings would be on someone's back. It would be like a tingling, itching sensation, right? And this is all throughout my life. And the thought would pop in my mind like angel wings. I didn't know why, I had no idea, no clue. And then come to find out, no wonder I was thinking those things. Why? Because the divine was communicating with me. The Holy Spirit was communicating with me, telling me who I was, who I am, and who I will become. Right? So God is really preserving you in every way possible. When he says he is not going to let a hair be harmed on your head, he means that. He means that. Absolutely. Right? You might have to go through some struggles and some pain and some grief, some sadness, but you also get the joy, the happiness, right? And in all that, you're being blessed in the good and in the bad. Like, I honestly, this day, can thank God joyfully can thank God for the good and the bad that's happened to me. Even more so the bad, because had not the bad happened, that I wouldn't be here where I am right now, right? I wouldn't have been built as I have been, right? From the things that I've been through, the things that I've experienced, the things that I've seen in my 35 years of life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I want y'all to know that, right? You're protected on all ends, right?